swi tshamisekile swilo swi tshamiseke kahle kasi mo ni mi byela leswaku mina mi nga ka 88.5 megahertz, 101.7 megahertz, 90.0 megahertz, na n'wina mi nga ka 92.8 megahertz. Ni mi amukela ka nongonoko mateve namuntlha streams of life on Vision FM kasi na n'wina mi yingisela ka audio streaming www.visionfm.co.za. Riperile hinkwerhu ka n'wina ka pfumela leswaku siku ri ve kahle swinene kambe ka titimela hi Xitsonga va ku xi vuyisa n'wana vukatini kambe khensa Xikwembu leswaku hayi swi karhi swi taniwani Xikwembu xi kahle, Xikwembu xi na hina, Xikwembu xa hi pfuna ka mati Xikwembu xi endle miri wa munhu hi ndlela yin'wana yo hlamarisa swinene leswaku hambiloko ri njhani kumbe njhani ha swi kota ku va hi tshamiseka. Madyambe namuntlha mingiseri wa kahle wa Vision FM ni ku amukela ni ri la studio xa Vision FM ePolokwane kasi nongonoko streams of life loko ta ka wena tsundzuka leswaku i n'hweti ya vaxisati leyi tlangela vaxisati va Afrika-Dzonga hi tlangela vaxisati va misava hinkwayo kasi ni ku khomele vaxisati eka n'hweti leyi lava ni pfumelaka leswaku hi ta dyondza swinene va mhani lava va nga ta hi dyondzisa va nga ta hi khutaza and lexi tsakisaka hileswaku a va nga dyondzisi ntsena vaxisati kambe na hina vaxinuna hi ta dyondza swo tala after all u twa n'wana kwayo vamanani va ta ni dyondzisa yini hey u lo rivala xana hi vo va nga ku dyondzisa ku vulavula hi vo va nga ku dyondzisa ku dya hi vo va nga ku dyondzisa hinkwaswo. That's why munhu un'wana na un'wana loyi ku vonaka namuntlha a fambafamba la misaveni voni ku byela leswaku i huma aveleni ra manani hikwalaho Xitsonga xi nge vele ra manani a ri na xilondza. Lava khensa swinene all our friends on Facebook, I welcome you all and thank you so very much for tuning in, and I trust we're going to have a great and an awesome time this evening. And I must be honest with you, as we celebrate Women's Month, we have got this great woman who's going to really inspire you to stand up and to live your dreams no matter what obstacles comes your way. And I'm so glad to have the opportunity to host here tonight. And I say thanks to you all, my friends on Facebook. And please tell somebody that it is a night where we're celebrating Women's Month by profiling one of the great women of our nation and specifically of our province, Limpopo. So, Samseka Kahle Tipina Inongonoko, streams of life on Vision FM. Wona ku byela leswaku loko ni vulavula hi muyeni wa mina emadambyeni namuntlha ni vulavula hi manani loyi a nga mhani nsati kokwani kasi hala tlhelo va nga vona director ya Hayani Guest House laha Polokwane leyi nga 3-star and nakambe yi nga na kwalaha ka 20 ya ti-in-suites rooms na 5 ya conference facilities leyi accommodataka vanhu va 10 na vanhu va 500. That's the biggest conference hall le ba nga na yona kasi nakambe va tlhela va va na Hayani Mena le Avuani ndhawini leya Limpopo na yona 3-star establishment leyi nga na 13 ya ti-in-suites rooms yi tlhela yi va na conference hall leyi kotaka ku teka vanhu va kwalaha ka 150. Hi vulavula hi manani loyi a veke mudyondzisi malembe ya 20 loko va nga si resign hi 2006 va nghenelela eka timhaka ta bindzu ra vona hi nkhinkhi swinene kasi mingiseri wa kahle wa Vision FM. Hi vulavula hi manani loyi loko hi langutisaka timhaka ta migingiriko na ku tirha va tirhaka va swi rhandza hikuva i manani loyi a rhandzaka ku amukela vayeni, i manani wo chivirika, wo rhandza ku sweka, wo rhandza ku baka, wo rhandza eku dyondza mindhavuko ya ku hambanahambana ya vanhu leswi n'wi endlaka leswaku a va mentor ya ti-SMMEs ngopfungopfu aka vanhu lava va tsakelaka ku nghenelela eka swa mabindzu vaxisati. Hi sweswo ke swi endle leswaku va va advocate ya SMME women development va tlhela va va chairperson ya Limpopo women in tourism va va chairperson nakambe ya Limpopo Business Women Forum va va deputy chairperson ya Polokwane Tourism Association va va member ya SATSA kasi mingiseri wa kahle wa Vision FM leswi ko va swintsongo leswi lava ku tsongolela swona emadyambyini namuntlha hi muyeni wa mina i mani lo nga ri vona Mani Grace Sibara emadyambyini namuntlha. Mani Grace, if you could unmute your mic and then let's hit the ground running. Ni mi amukela emadyambyini namuntlha eka Vision FM, the voice of hope and the source of knowledge. Riperile man.
Ahe bafundzi imadekwana. Good evening.
Thanks man. And we just want to say akhensa swinene ro libonga manda madekwana na musi vo ri kanda riko guda zwinji nga vuchilo havo miyanga.
Thank you, Bafunzi.
Thanks so very much. But mama, tato toma nengei nga richi bapembelela ka embekanyo mishumo ya streams of life. Ritoma nengei rato sezulusa uri richamba nga Grace Sibara ri akwamba nga nyinga uri atiri bomme batoma lwendo lwa buchilo bana chifani chimwe apa ndirano ono rai chiawa kana nduri chivewa murahu avewa chimwe panda mara chione mara chisono vewa murahu avara chinitaranga panda mara richamba ngavo mebo Grace Sibara hi vulavula hi mani xana mi nga hi byela yini naswona mi nga hi byela yini hi ndyangu lowu mi tswariweke ka wona mi va ka mani kusuka le kaya mi nga si voniwa hi jaha lera ka Sibara xana.
Thank you, Bafunzi, and good evening to everybody who is listening from various social media platforms. I feel so honored tonight to be interviewed by the Pastor Strike Manganyi, and I appreciate everything that you are doing for us, Pastor. And yes, I am Grace Sibara ni Nepawe. I am from Chawero. I was born and bred in Soweto, Chawero. From my mother and father, bana ba 7. 5 boys and 2 girls. I'm one of the girls. I'm the youngest girl. Okay. And you know, when you are the younger one, everybody gives you, you know, that treatment. I am one of the Makazis of the family. And yeah, I am a mother to 2 girls and 2 grandchildren. But I'm not only a mother of 2 girls, Bafunzi. I am a mother of so many children and so many grandchildren. I'm saying so many children because I also raised a lot of children, and I am proud, you know, I am so proud when I see them, you know, growing up and doing what God wants them to do. And also growing up in Chawero, my father is just one of those laborers. Vodao Johannesburg Ushiambila. I don't know how to put it in English. Yeah, yeah. And then he stayed in Sophia Town, but he is one of those person who got a house in Chawero, in Chawero. And my father was a community builder. Hey, when we were growing up, my house was always full of children. Maybe that is why I love people and I love children. I love working with people because at home we were so many, Bafunzi, and believe you me, I only knew very late, or some of them were not my biological, you know, my biological siblings, because our parents taught us, or we need to treat one another the same. We need to respect one another, and it was a big family. That's where I grew up, and yeah, I grew up in Chawero, and I went to school also in Chawero. My primary schools, my high schools, and then I matriculated in Sikanontwane High School in Sinawane. From there, I went to the University of the North, then now the University of Limpopo, where I did teaching. Yeah,
you know, Mama, loko mi vulavula ngopfungopfu hi langusa family ya ka Nepawe mi hlamusela leswaku papa i vanhu va lava ngo lo tishambilela va ta ku ta lava mintirho a xilungwini kambe va tlhela va lava nga kateka ku va na yindlu a Xawela tanihileswi swi vula ku ni Chawela xa Machangani na Vavenda
xa Vavenda na Machangani. That is why muthu o dzula o Chawero, ahuna muthu o dzula o Chawero a sa ḓivhi Tshivenda na Tshitshangani. Ngori you know those days during the apartheid, you know, era, hopi Vavenda na Machangani va fanele va ṱuwa va yo dzula fhethu nthihi. Even the schools there, the schools were of vendors and Tsongas only. But with democracy, when things started to change, then we started, mingling with other cultures, and it was nice.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. Bebula Swane, kore akaya, look, Mikola, always there were children. You'll not even tell, kore, laba etintsong watamina, etintsong watamina, which is very true of, typical of an African family. And our African proverb that says it takes the whole village to raise a child.
To raise a family, a child,
To raise a child. And now, like you said, you've got many children, many grandchildren. What can you say? Namutlaya aka society lenga very much conservative in the sense that that's why, it's no more mwana ukurezwa nga village, urezwa nga baby wawe, because I cannot correct my neighbor's child. I cannot do this, I cannot do that. But coming from that background ine, mwana uba achaluswa nga mudu wote, what do you see and what do we miss? What can we incorporate? Kama duba anamusi already very panda. Does it not contribute to all sorts of violence? Rune, wana achkoitwa very horrible things. Nga neighbor, gaura auche that auche na chilache to chauri. You know what? We are a big family. I must protect. I must be a big brother. I must be a big sister. I must be and all that. Looking at today and looking at back then, what are some of the things that we have lost as a people, more especially Sabavenda, Namachangani? I think Nabape Dingauri Butu. Butu ndiaba ama Africa, ma Africa mana butu uya Zimbabwe uya Zambia chimwe Zambia but baonenda wana the way barna butu ngaonenda utanganeza baendas bono izinto zamachanganes. So Africa is hospitable in its nature. Where have we gone wrong? You coming from that era where we were so hospitable, we eat together, we play together until you don't even know whether this guy is my biological brother or sister. What can you say about that?
Yeah, you're right, Bafunzi. Where have we really, really gone wrong? Because as I said, Rene, when we were growing up, we were raised by the community. You could, when you go out there and do blunders and you see your neighbor, you would run away because you don't want him or her to see you. Or udotwa ayabuzaba baby ayani. Or ndotangana na Grace apala ni achikolwa na mutu kana achikoita zvitu zvobaonda ndira. So we were really, really raised by our neighbors, by the community. And I just wish it was like that now. And it's not like that because we are moving away from that kind of lifestyle. We are doing our own things now. It's me and my family and my children. You don't go to play next door. You don't play with children next door. And when we were growing up, that's Christmas. When it was Christmas time, we will cook. This year would be power. And then Rabiza the neighbors. Power. Next year, new year would be next door. And all those, and as children, but the neighbors, we were one, we were brothers, we were sisters. And it's all gone now. And Mina, I think this is one cause of what is happening today when we talk about, for example, gender-based violence, because it's me and my family, and I don't have to talk to my neighbors. Next door. Probably next door na shigiri. And then today azvichewe ezvo zvitu nduri ndidzura mudhini wanga navana vanga, and then ndaita zvenezvo zvine ndafanira ndiite navana vanga. And this is also causing problems, especially the gender-based violence today. Today, gender-based violence, it is increasing. It is not declining at all.
Yeah, it's not
increasing. And funny. During Women's Month, when we are supposed to celebrate the achievements made by women,
it's like
we see children and women being abused. I'm not saying men are not abused. There are men who
but
are
the majority,
abused,
yes.
more is happening on women and children. And
Yes.
Mina, I think as long as there is no partnership with the government, which is setting the laws and your rules and your policies, South African Police Services, your community-based organizations, your churches, abafunzi, zikolo. If I want that partnership, we are not going anywhere. We will keep on screaming and crying every day because a woman next door is being abused, and woman is killed, a child is being abused. And I believe that we need to form that a partnership. We need to teach our children, to teach our children when they are still young, or gender-based violence, it is just not acceptable. And
Yes.
I also don't believe, Bafunzi, I don't believe, or whether you are a single parent or whether it's a family with both parents. I think even if you are a single parent, even if you are in a family where both parents are there, we need to teach our children that violating girls, it's a no.
Mama, that's very true. That's very true. And that takes me back to Chipinga cha Kalechecho. Huba unadaba, tsima, lichima. Lune, even if our neighbors abana the resources ufanana zaulima and things like that, but they will do just daba, and then we come and we work, and everybody, there were no inequalities, which limo hashu kulimwa nas neighbor, which kufurelwa ndo ufurelwa nas neighbor. I think roto vandilanu ambango chimanje manje chonto namba charibula chote, but
and I think it all starts, as I'm saying, because already ndina vana vaviri, mumwe wamtukana mumwe wamsikana, and every time I'm calling the girl child to go and wash the dishes, the girl child to go and and clean the room, and that the boy child watching TVs. It starts there. It says to that child, now I'm a man, I don't have to do all those children. So we also need to tell our children, our boy children, we teach them, it is a no. We must respect our siblings, girl siblings. We must learn to love them and all those things. I like what one person is doing. I'm sorry to mention this, her name, Tsakim Kari. She's always holding these workshops and trainings, teaching the young boys that this is how you need to live, especially with your young girls. You need to respect them. You need to love them. And then she gives them awards, which is what is needed, which is what we have to do on a day-to-day basis, not only now in that.
Mama, that's very true. Duri ziko te aurorote inkweru ka hina e fanele hi endla swin'wanyana, sweswiya swa ku ri swi teka xitandi hinkwaxo ku kurisa n'wana, hinkwerhu hi fanele hi hlanganisa timbilu, hi hlanganisa miehleketo, hi pfuna n'wana a kota ku kula kahle. And xilungu lexi hi nge i xilungu, ku vula ntiyiso xi na madimoni, a hi xilungu. A hi ringeteni ku va hina hi hanya xiAfrika xa ku twela, xa ku twisisa, xa ku vhikela, xa ku hlayisa, kale checho u ci chimbila dakani bomme va chikuku va khuni, arali va nga vona munna va ci takala va ri hayi ndi safe, va swi vona. Mara arali mme a nga vona munna ndo protect, but namusi bomme va ci vona munna dakani, ndi kwini va to vona ndhawu, va nga vona maybe a yi mboni mara not munna. And this is very wrong. It cannot be like this, because going back, munna mun'we na mun'we, wanuna un'wana na un'wanyani, jaha rin'wana na rin'wanyani i mame mhani, i n'wana wa mhani, o alisiwa nga mme, o bebiwa nga mme. So something's very wrong, and we need truly to correct it. mama abatori ri phiri hapa ri nwenyana mati nga uri i nga ri vone na ni ri ya fana a wu dambo wa chete namuhla. Our friends on Facebook, thank you so very much, and thanks for your comments. We are celebrating Women's Month, and Mama Grace Sibara is just our guest, and what a phenomenal woman, and we're going to learn a lot. You know, we're just laying the ground, and we're just saying, hey, where have we gone wrong? Let's go back to our roots. You know, that's very much important. By Vision FM, abumunu dzikwi, tsimarikwi, kutwela na sikwi, leswa swa kun'wana wa wun'we sikwini namuntlha loko n'wana a ya hala ka makhelwani a ngo batiwa ku fana na njiya xana. Hey, a hi lungiseni swilo swi onhekile hi hundza hi la nongonoko Streams of Life on Vision FM.
My name is Hilda Sibara. Grace is my baby sister. Ever since she was young, she has always been someone who has a lot of energy and wants to be a service to people. They say charity begins at home, and Grace personifies this. Her love of being of service started when she was very young. She loved hosting and inviting family to her house for weekends and celebrations. Soon this love of hosting was gradually extended to friends, and now we see it being given to the community at large through Hayani Guest House. Hayani means home in Venda, which is perfect because she wants to make sure that everyone that she's hosting feel at home. She has turned this love of service into her career because she is passionate about it. She is living a dream, and we are very proud of her.
Vision FM, yemithi solutions. Nokulela songa, ngitamtekela kunakaza gospel. Gospel music is our Vision FM. Leti nga ta tlakusa moya wa wena u ta kateka u katekile. Hi munhu un'wana na un'wana na songa ntsena eka Vision FM.
Okay. From Sasha Nongonoko, Matambe namuntlha Streams of Life on Vision FM with Pastor Strike. Here na mina wa hina Mani Grace Sibara. Kasi nibona Sharon Chichingobena, good evening, powerful woman in tourism. And then nibona na Lorraine Sadiq. Hey, Mani, Rivote, we together. And then nibona la Marambiwa Abafarei. Saying evening, God's General, beautiful. Ikensa sinene kuba iriswing when bona lerato se khobela mohale bako our Lepompo woman in tourism chairperson representing us in our month. Allah, we love you, beautiful. And then we continue to check on the comments of them ladies as we celebrate Women's Month, laga Facebook. Nongonoko Streams of Life on Vision FM, the voice of hope and the source of knowledge. Kasimone Bonati want the comments like Facebook. Ayeni mahlweni bamanani, ayeni mahlweni basisi itlangela ngweti ya hina ya bashisati irikari bula na manani shidzi manani wa migingiriko manani wo khoma mukwana hala usheka ka koho ibe awundulusha a endla lesikulukumba. Thank you so very much. And Monibona. Okay, Pastor Joelin saying Blessed evening and welcome. Thanks, Pastor Strike, for the inspiring show. Welcome to our, all right, where is it? Welcome to our Mama Grace Sibara. Hala Women's Month. Thank you so very much. Mama, Tibekanya Mushumo, streams of life on Vision FM. Bari meaning zwe sesihulu basubula kashana. Merini, let's say your elder sister.
Yeah, that's my elder sister. She knows me so well. I think she knows me more than any other person. Yeah, my family is one of the people who are supporting me. I just cannot do without them. Even when I am down, they're the one, they lift me up. So thank you, Memolu. Thank you very much. And keep on supporting me, keep on loving me. And on my own, I cannot do it. I depend on the family also, because I cannot say, okay, I've got Pastor Strike Mangani, Lerato Sikhovela, those are my colleagues, and I still need my family on my side for me to grow.
Very true.
Thank you, Memo. Thanks.
And being two girls amidst 5 boys, Chimweche, I look back and say, thanks to God for our parents, is, I am the third born of 9 children. It's 5 girls and 4 boys. We're talking today gender-based violence. You grew up in a family where boys were the majority. There were many. Tell us a little bit of the experience then, when Big Brother was Big Brother. When like I say, when you see a man in a bush, you relax. I'm safe. Growing up, family ane power, uneba boba unona, si brothers zinji, and you as ladies, and you, like you said, you were spoiled because as the youngest of them all, you've got big sister, big brothers, and everybody else.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are some of the memories that comes as we celebrate you tonight? And what would you like to say to your siblings?
As I was growing up, my elder sister, the one who was talking right now, she was always away, boarding school, and most of the time I was the one at home. I never went to boarding school. I don't know why my parents didn't take me to boarding school. Maybe they were protecting me, or I don't know. But all my brothers, my elder brothers, they went to boarding school, including my elder sister. So every time, as I was saying, every time I was the only girl in the house. With all those boys, and even when I'm saying my other brothers and sisters, most of them were boys. But you know what? They were too protective. Even now, if I call my other elder brother from my uncle's side, Uncle Philip Nepawe, he doesn't want to hear anything about me. Because he loves me, they are also protective of me. They don't want anything to happen to me. That's how we grew up. And I think this is how we need to teach our children now, to say, be protective of your younger sisters, and then take care of them. And that's how it is. And growing up like that as a young girl with so many brothers, I was taught how to clean, for example, how to cook at a very young age. Because I will cook. Or there and there. No, we do one load of washing. We cook one pot for everybody to eat, and I was taught how to clean. That is why I love cleaning. Love cleaning. I was taught how to cook. I love cooking at a very, very young age, and it actually helped me now. Maybe that is why I even went that route in terms of business. It actually helped me a lot. And at home, My father was, as I said, was a community builder. People used to come with their challenges, and my father and other elders would sit down, and solve community problems. Problems that neighbor, maybe all those things, they were solved by my father and and the other elders. So even for example, I remember when I was growing up, my father was I don't know if I say a coach or a coordinator of this one club, Chawero United Stars.
Oh, yes.
It was always full, and the uniform, the gear, so and then I was taught to wash those clothes, and today's children would say it's an abuse. To me, it was not abuse. We were told Timbrani washing, and then we wash the washing, and then iron, and then we cook, we eat, it was all things go. So
Wow.
as you said, Pastor, I still believe that we need to a little bit go back to our roots, and cook some of the things that we think now they can be relevant in raising our children.
Very true. Zvino avatomboza mama njinga yavo vo Sibara vo tangana nayo gai lini ngauri ingari makomichi avo tomopambana namusi vamwe vatu vasokotobva namusi uri hayani ndivaa nepawe mara nepawe wamba ngoho iva isabvali nazvituku ngauri njinga yavo vo Sibara hadziwo dzabvala zvote. What can you tell us about
this handsome man of mine? Actually, Bafunzi, you can hear I'm talking about the fact that at home there were a lot of children. And one of the guys who were staying at home, Wamashaka Ashu, from my uncle's side, he was my husband's friend.
Okay.
So you can understand that's how I got to know my husband. My husband used to come to my house to visit his friend. And then he saw this young, beautiful woman. And then, one thing led to another. And then we got married. Here we are today, about 32 years, in this a relationship together. And I don't regret any part of it. I'm still enjoying it.
That takes me back to how life partners were chosen back then. Now, baby, they will tell you, sometimes they will tell you, they will recommend. They will recommend even a family, and you see how then growing together and visiting the brothers and everybody else. So, ubadiva na ubona mishumo yabo kuchilele kwabo, but hapa ndo phela.
For a long time. I was not even aware, and then he was looking at me. Maybe but maybe I'm not choosing correctly, but he kept on looking at me, and then something said, "This is the right person for you." And then
And on that note, Mama, today one of the very concerning thing, it's the rate of divorce. The rate of divorce is so high, and also we talk of violence. Most of it happens in families. Most of it happens in relationships. People that say to be in love. What is it that we can learn from back then and maybe teach today when it comes to relationships? It's like there's a low level of tolerance, of understanding, of even love itself. I think the definition of love, but you know, because bangwe ba do botsa hore ndomufuna lune if not me, then nobody will have her. To an extent that mutu actually ufuna mutu lune umufunela hore amubulaye ngauri ukomutuchela, you know, all sorts of horrible behavior, thinking, or mental I don't know what to call it, but what can we learn from back then, where, you know, when we talk of relationships, when we talk of love, that is why most of the marriages that they stem from back then. And even those parents used to choose and direct, they stood.
It worked.
But it worked. But you get surprised. This one, but what the choosera, boy, about the choosera, what can we learn and what can we do? Because I believe the revival ya muta kupushelelwa kandangu will go a long way in producing very healthy, very loving, very compassionate men, women, and children. But a very hostile, violent family or relationships, honestly, they are not doing as good. But let's just take from bashitangana na njinga yabo rasezana na musuri na ringa babudza mini vana vasho.
Hey, relationships, nadzone, nadzi divorce, they are not also declining. They are rising very, very, very high. And as I said already, in the past, there was that love. You know, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And that's what we saw as we were growing up. Ndikofanira ndifune karadzi yanga, ndikofanira ndifune neighbor yanga, ndikofanira. If even today we can stand by that, you know, idea, I think rate naya divorce ido pungudzeya ngori today ni wana mutu aukotangana na mutu na musi. I'm not saying utangana na mutu wamubona uri ukomufuna it is wrong today wamumala machero, but to me I think you also need to you know, to courtship yanyageya. You need to you need to learn this person. You need to know uri oyu mutu odzurisa hani arali uri una zvine atikopfana nazvo. You need to sit down with that person and say, you know what, before we engage, before we you know we sign, before we get married, let us fix 1 2 3 4. And it's so unfortunate, Pastor Mangani, because even our children today, they don't listen. As we are saying, I meet this person today, I love this person, and I'm going to marry this person tomorrow. And there's nothing really that you can do. We are attending weddings every day. And I see weddings here at my venue every day. I start by seeing them as they come and, you know, secure the venue. You can see the love. These two people love each other. Even when they get married, they love each other. But you hear after 2 years, people no longer love each other. It means now there is something wrong. Yes, people do divorce. We are not saying you should stay in a relationship where you are not
working,
where you are being abused. You shouldn't do that. But let us also emulate what the previous, you know, people did, you know. Karidzure pasi riambe resolve the problems dzine dzavakadzo ara dzisasolve namudzimu do dzitozvibona zvori eti adzikosolve dziyasolveya hey uri ndikono ndina partner yanga rikono we are not even going to think the same nena partner yanga.
We are different. We are totally different.
Every day, even twins don't think the same.
Yes, that's true.
But we need to sit down, you know, and you know, and give each other a chance. You know, we need to say, okay, and then next time, okay, Mara, you are right. Let's do it like this, and then we grow each other like that. Otherwise, if we don't go back to where we are coming from, we're not going anywhere.
You know, Mama, say just that. you know, I think it's Percy Sledge or whoever, I just forgot him, who said, take time to know her.
Yeah.
I should also say, take time to know him. And that time, courtship, like you said, I think is very crucial because, you know, we have got its name today. We say love at first sight. But I think that love at first sight might have been an attraction, which must graduate to really love, because when you see somebody and then there's a click, there might be 1 to 3 things. But look, packaged in that person you saw is history, it's family, it's culture, it's upbringing. And it's also disappointments and discouragements. You know, it's also an experience of being lied to. The person might have suffered a great deal. So it's not just no, because, you know, I spoke to one of the mental health specialists. She said something very powerful. In fact, it's Professor Dr. Monique Andala. She said something very important. She said, look, while in courtship, if you happen to have an appointment with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and because of some things you delay, and when you come, they are on you. Yeah, you come late. What?
Yeah.
You must be careful. That person, that sign, it's a sign of an abuser, because they don't want to know what delayed you.
Happened.
You know, because still, look, I'm under my parents, and if the time I thought I would be able to come, then I cannot come because they've sent me. Man, I must obey my parents. And if something happened, or I had an accident or something else, and you don't want to hear about that, you just want me to be where you want me to be at that given time, then that tells straight away that that tells you what mattered up. And sometimes shame banabashu, you know, the road signs, let's just black us go with the sapato, but the one I was it away. Because all these things, while courting, there are signs of a healthy, a possible relationship, or of a disaster. But our referee and then rich we are upfanga rendo rwabo samudededzi tari mudondisi mimi andla mudondisi kambe moyibuda ilawa.
My name is Sibara. I'm Grace's husband, and she's been my soulmate since 1980. We got married in 1987, and we've since grown to be such a strong family. We've got 2 kids, whom I think must have learned a lot from her. She's a very hardworking woman, a passionate woman in each and everything she does. And she's been an inspiration to all of us, young and old, in the family. And when I talk about family, I'm talking about a very huge extended family, which probably takes in more than 3, 4, 5 families. We are very proud of her. She has accomplished a lot for a young lady. I call her a young lady even now. And I think she's going to go very far in her life.
My name is Sibara. I am Grace Sibara's sister-in-law. She's married to our family. Grace, to me, is a sister-in-law. Grace, to me, is a mother. She's also a mentor in quite a lot of things. She is really a woman with the biggest heart ever. That's one thing that I can say first and foremost. She is so humble, has achieved quite a lot in her life, but still very accessible by all. When the Bible says you need to look after the orphans and the poor, she actually replicates that very well, and she does it with so much ease. She's that woman that, you know, when you hit the rock bottom, she will be there, and she will never remind you that you've hit your rock bottom or anything. She will be there to hold your hand and help you up and just be there for you. She is the pillar in our family. As much as she's married to our brother, I think I'm sorry to say that this my brother. Just forgive me for saying this. But she has actually replaced. She has, we regard her more than, I love my brother, but Grace to me, she is that person that I actually run to first before I can even go to my brother. Yeah, let me put it that way. So that's the kind of person she is. She's a sterling businesswoman. She is a sterling mother. She's a mother to many. You know, she adopted us just after our parents passed away, and she's still adopting many more. She does that with so much ease. She has the biggest heart ever. She's got so much love. She's you know, when you look at her, you see love. You know, but you know, yeah, as much as there's so much love, there's one thing that I love about her. She will show you that love, but she will, when you are wrong, Grace will never ever sugarcoat the lies and tell you otherwise. She will tell you when you're wrong. And yeah, she taught me quite a lot in my lifestyle, in my life, whatever that I do. She taught me a lot. How to carry yourself as a woman, how to look after others, how to do things for others, how to just open your heart and just love. Yeah.
And 101.7 megahertz. Vision is power.
From Sesoming Siri, no streams of life on Vision FM with Pastor Strike, Simeon Wahina, Imani Grace, Sibara, Ba Lipompo, Women in Tourism. Mama Grace, and you still that young lady. What can you say to Baba Sibara and your squeeze and do Baba Sibara, you know, at the door in the garden, Papa Konyago, make a show. Brother, but you know, like this. Look, I'm like streams of life on Vision FM.
Yeah, I don't know where are they coming from. You know, I didn't expect that from them, but from my husband, yeah, she calls me. She says I'm young every day, and I also say, hey, you are also young and handsome, and he likes it when I say that.
Yes.
And, you know, and yeah, it's true. What they are saying, I will say it is true. That's who I am. And to my sister, Tiri is my husband's sister. But Tiri is one of my girls, you know, because I took care of them when they were very young. When the parents passed away, they stayed with me and her siblings. They literally stayed with me. And when I was working, and you know, my colleagues used to think they are my children, you know. And I am proud of them, because all of them they've done well for themselves. They are doing it, you know, on their own. I'm proud of them, and I feel good, Tiri. I feel good. Busbar, I call her Busbar. I feel so great, you know, and honored. Your nice words, your wonderful words, they make me strong. And as I said, I can't do without family. This is my family, family from their Sibara side. And it's not only, maybe I also need to indicate to you that even from the Sibara's side, I am a pillar of strength. They can't do anything without me, and I don't want to see them suffering, you know, because they are my family, just like my real family. You know, when my mother-in-law was still alive, I always tell the young ones, treat your mother-in-law as if you are treating your mother. You know, you should show her love. So our children today, they will say, "Hi, my mother-in-law this, my sister-in-law this." It is not true. Show them love. That's what I did to my mother-in-law, and you know, in-law now. When I buy for my mother, I buy for my mother-in-law.
Mm.
When I buy grocery here, I buy grocery. When I buy a dress, I buy dress there. That's how I am, and I
Sure.
think I have created a good relation with my in-laws, and I love it.
Lovely. And we need that. We need that today like never before. We need vibrant relationships where we gel to each other to an extent. Yauri was chakona na udiba ore oyu odanga koromo oyu otobiwa ene
Exactly. Yeah.
Mama, let's just take this commercial break. Richibuya ardo sezuru abu zuri zoto itahani ba dedezi. One thing that I love about badedezi, you know, my teacher ileswaku bana kateko ngwanu waku abakuli itakuma bahlangana na wena. You know, you meet me with my educators. Some of them, I look older than them, you know, and when they say strike, but when you look older, I said, hey, you know, being a pastor, look what a problem is about. That's why. But you know, there's such grace in an educator, such grace that, you know, they are so strong, they are so healthy. And I see Pearl Sibia saying, I love Mama Grace Sibara. Thank you, Pastor, for hosting the wonderful Bokodo. She inspires me, lovely. And then these are our friends on Facebook, and Lorraine saying, Lorraine Chitate Bachkore, a lot of wisdom from a well-rounded woman. So proud of you, Sis Grace, lovely. And then I see also, who else here on Facebook? And thank you, family, for your comments. Let's celebrate this great woman, and let's celebrate Women's Month. And I trust that this is what we should be doing. But sometimes we have to sit back and just enjoy ourselves and just celebrate each other. Furfero Munaka Arigo Lipompo, our chairperson Limwit, Grace Sibara. Well done, lovely. And then let's just take this commercial break.
Sibara, who Grace Sibara is my business partner, my mentor, the most important in the Nyana. Imagine growing up in an environment where you witness a selfless individual going out of the way to help and support so many other individuals without asking for anything in return. That's how I can describe Nyanga in a nutshell. Not only a pioneer amongst women, but a true servant of the Lord, Jesus Christ. Nyanga Nimsajua Tabel. She's a prayer warrior, if you can say so. The one thing that she told me is that family doesn't necessarily mean the people that you share a bloodline with. But family also extends to people that you have a relationship with that is based on love, respect, and compassion. The one thing I get to do on a daily is I get to share my mom with so many other people, whether they need support, guidance, advice in any facet of life. She's always there to extend some knowledge or extend an ear as well. Mama, and we wouldn't be the people that we are today without you. Continue to pave the way for so many other individuals as well, so that they can also be a resemblance of you, basically. And thank you for teaching us these core principles as well, so that we can also just transfer this to the next generation, so that they can also just be better individuals in the society. We love you so much, Mama, and stay blessed.
My name is Ngaledzani Musumani. Mama Grace is my mother. Yeah, I don't know where to start when I start thinking or having to speak about my mom, because there's so much to say that you almost at a loss for words. For me, my mom is a lot of things. She's my pillar of strength in times when I really need someone like to lean on. She's my comfort. She's my disciplinarian. She puts me in order when she needs to. She's my advisor. She's my friend. She's someone I can laugh with. And she's someone who inspires me a lot. I think if I had to think about anyone that I would like to be as I grow, as I continue on this journey of life, she would be the person that I would most want to emulate. Her character, the things that she does, her love for us as her family, but her love for everyone around her. And I think the way people love her is a reflection of how she treats people. So, Mama, I don't have much to say, but I really love you, and we really love you as a family, and we just want to thank you for everything that you've done for us. you truly are an amazing woman, you truly are a remarkable woman, and you truly are an inspiring woman. And I think if I can be half of the woman that you are, then I really would be someone great in life. I love you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rutani Sekwari, and Auntie Grace is my aunt. She's my mom's younger sister. Therefore, I call her mom as well. I'm truly blessed, and I always say to everyone that I have two mothers. It's my biological mom and Auntie Grace. I would like to take you guys to a time when she actually decided to move her guest house from where it was, which was her home, to where it is now. I remember when she took us there, we thought, man, what are you doing? Why are we moving here? It looks like a jungle. Are you really going to do this here? Is it going to be a success? We were all really worried. And some of us even thought that, oh my goodness, what is going on? However, Hayani Guest House, it is where it is today. It is magnificent and people love it. And I just want to say that she is caring, she's loving, she is supportive of us, and she's generous. When you come to Auntie Grace's house, you feel like you are at home. And I've seen it even with the visitors that come to visit us. They really feel like they're at home because of their heart. Now, this takes me to a story about playing in the balcony and on the dance floor. My aunt can do both. Being on the balcony means that she is a visionary, she is a strategist, and she can see what needs to happen in the future and she can work towards it. Being on the dance floor talks about her ability to be able to mingle with anybody, irrespective of who they are, their race, their gender, where they come from, and make them to feel comfortable. So Manny, you are a true inspiration to us, and we really look up to you. All the best in everything that you do, and may God bless you and continue to bless you, that you really continue to grow. I always say that you are a lady with the Midas Church, and the work that you have done is testament to this. Thank you so much. We love you. Bye.
Thank you.
Vision FM seyithola kwanzwa nokuqinisa isihonzo lesihanjisiweke emahlweni eminika kwashi zohlawuleka 24/7.
Soke Minsirwa Vision FM Nongonoko, streams of life on Vision FM with Pastor Strike. Mina Mani Grace Sibara Banga chairperson ya Lepompo women in tourism Limwit nibona bamanani baba labula bamanani la nibona Mani Sarah Hlekani Masunga kusigalegyani baku go girl go. My chairperson, Pata Makakase, we love her so much as women in tourism in Lepompo. Thank you so very much, friends. Thank you, family, for celebrating or for helping me celebrate this great woman. Joyce Tabete, we are proud of you, me. Great Sibara Limwit, chairperson, Hala Lambokoto, Hala. Wow, it's happening. We're celebrating Women's Month this evening. Ikari Ihoste Mani, Great Sibara, and then Lefenche Mampur Bago, such an inspiration. Yes, of course, we're having a great and an awesome time. Ilegote Pineni, Eko Bulana Mani Grace Sibara, Bangabana chairperson ya Limwed. Lepompo Women in Tourism. Thank you so very much, friends. Lovely, you know, and ndiwanga chifenda hapa you know ndichagova ndazibona hapa ndidwa ndazimwe just tangani kambe it says streams of life on Vision FM. Mama Grace, your son, your daughters there, what can you say to them tonight as we celebrate you?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's good to be told who you are while you are still alive. I feel good. I feel, you know, I feel I'm being appreciated for the small things that I'm doing, you know, to assist those who cannot assist themselves. And to my two daughters who just said something now, and my son, I always say, you know, you just have to love people, you know, just love people. Everything else will come through. And also, I always say to them, you know, pray. Don't do anything without praying. You know, put God first in everything that you do. That's all I can tell them, because I'm talking to them every day. Hey, Rudzani, do this. Hey, Ngare, do this. Hey, Tamba is worse because I'm working with him, my son.
Yes.
I'm working with him here. You know, there's that thing that says, you know, as you are working, you need to instill your skills to somebody who will, you know, take over when you are not there. And I'm appreciative of my son, because he is actually assisting me. I don't know what I would do without him. And all the things Ngare is giving support. You know, my daughter is a chartered accountant, and she supports when it comes to your, you know, your books and your finances. Are your finances right? And are you doing 1, 2, 3, 4? And then some of the things we don't even know them. And they say, Ngare, come and join us. Say, you know what? I was not meant to be an entrepreneur. I'm happy where I am. I'm going to do what I'm doing. When and Tamba, you will keep on, you know, you are entrepreneurs. You will do on your side. And Rudzani also is also assisting us, because she's also doing accounting. And I love them, and they are all other siblings. I love all of them. Let's keep on, you know, working. Let's keep on loving each other, and most importantly, let's keep on loving God. Put God first in everything that we do, and everything else will just come smoothly.
You know, Mama, I must be honest, and I envy the Indians, because with the Indians, they've got this ability of building businesses and hand it over to the children so smoothly. So bawana shopon wozula lingwele kara la mabudze amachena ange ikona nange una huku kutukana bane bakudiba kare checho kuba chipila yepa kukutuku but achi aluwa kuba achi koguda bindu la babebi hasikaone babebi barno ro aluwa bazula murau ene aranga panda bindu la vera panda izizwa ita uriboko jahaba boro ivekela haba uvachecho nana musi bako ya panda bazwana ene rine sabaremo wa faricheri mufu ofanazo matina arongo transfer bazwana hey so bachamba ngauri back your son also actually she's my business partner, she's my mentor. I love that because it talks of continuity or zera zidiba kare kudisebana nabana kaba fune zera ita chimwe chipinga nabo nebana sokoto faba chirai na tinya gu ndikoita zanga tinya kuchindra mlenje yakho tinya kujena guys kasi asifanelanga tani ibana ifane ikota ku tsakela leswi vatswari va hina va swi tsakelaka ithlela hi landzelela leswi va swi endlaka hikuva andzhaka hinkwaswo a va swi endleli vona va swi endlela na hina leswaku ku va na ku ya amahlweni ka mabindzu ma nga fi tihomu loko papa va fuwe tihomu loko va tshuka va lova tihomu ti nga hangalaki ma swi vona swilo swi kota ku ya mahlweni. So that's so beautiful. Just briefly, man, Grace, hi byeleni nyana hi riendzo ra n'wina tanihi mudyondzisi i ncini leswi mi tsundzukaka tanihi mudyondzisi mi nga si tshika vudyondzisi endzhaku ka 20 years mi ya aka timhaka ta bindzu hi ku hetiseka?
My teaching, you know, journey, it's quite interesting. Firstly, I didn't want to be a teacher. All of us at home were teachers, because our parents, you know, back then, for you to make it in life, you are supposed to be a teacher or a nurse. I mean, I didn't want to be a teacher. I wanted to be a radiographer. I used to love those, you know, radiographers with their uniforms, you know, doing what they are supposed to do. But my parents, my father said, you are going to be a teacher, because if you are a teacher, you are going to learn a lot. Teaching is a skill. Teaching, you know, it's a base. Teaching is going to let you, work, know people, understand people, love people. And I was forced to do teaching. But then
Yes.
I just went.
Vamachita na career guidance atiri.
Yeah, I just
Itwa
went
ngaba
for
baby.
teaching. Exactly. I went to the University of Limpopo, and then I did my teacher's course, and then went back to Soweto to start teaching. But as I enjoyed teaching. I enjoyed what I was doing. But as I was teaching, I started, I developed that skill of, the entrepreneur skill. Because my mother used to sell. My mother used to sew clothes, and then my brothers to sell at the neighborhood, and then vegetables, bomatamatisi, my brothers was, and they didn't want it. I mean, I was not allowed to go to sell. I don't know why. Maybe they were protecting me, but my mother was sewing. My mother was selling. When I started teaching, let me just do something. My husband didn't like it also, because maybe he felt, why are you selling when you are teaching and I'm also supporting you? But I was selling, I sold perfumes, I sold vegetables, I sold, I sold everything, clothes. I would buy, put a markup, and then sell to colleagues and friends. And, I got support, and things were right. And as I was teaching also, I decided to do sewing also. I went to a sewing school in here when I was here in Polokwane. And then with my sister-in-law, the sister to that one who talked.
Yes.
Who just talked now, yeah. With my sister-in-law, we started sewing curtains.
Oh, yes.
We saw, we sewed curtains, and we sold, and those curtains were sold like hotcakes. We were selling, and people were buying. And then I saw the need to even open a curtain shop in Polokwane, downtown Polokwane. And I was teaching by then, but I was doing a good job also as a teacher.
Yes.
I opened a shop, and then we were working, and extra income. And there came a time when things were bad, because competition was high. Our brothers, our big brothers, they came with their stuff. They sold at
very
cheaper prices, and we started going under. And then I went out and went back home to in my garage now, and continued selling those curtains. So it was doing, but I was also teaching at the same time, and I was also selling food, catering, and I will cater for a wedding, I will cater for a function, for a party. And then that's where now I started to say, you can do this formally now. You can register a company, and then you can start doing this, formally. And at the same time, because I like entertaining, I like working with people. And when people came to Polokwane, boda Zimpuni, kana minyanyani, basina wedera, and I would call them, down in a room, and my husband there, and the kids were in Joburg, because my husband was there, and then Nabana, they were there. I was here because I couldn't find a job there, which was good, because it led to what I'm doing now. And then I would give them rooms at no cost. I can't keep on giving people, rooms for free. And then the total charge at the rooms, come, ring Sarah room 150. And then you will sit nicely, and then you will wake up in the morning and go to your wedding or go to the funeral. And at the same time, I am teaching. And I then saw the need, because now people, when they wanted rooms, they started by calling me, do you have a room for tonight? Do you have? And I remember one day my husband came back from Johannesburg, and he found there was no room, because now I used to get out of my room also I used to get out of my bedroom and give it to whoever who wants to pay, and then lock the cupboards. We were told we were workshopped, by LTA and your economic development, or if you are having a guest house or a B&B, you lock your cupboards, and then you leave at least one which is empty, for the guests, and then so that's what I did. And then my husband came back, and then there was no room. I was sleeping outside in a smaller room outside. And my husband was angry. He left. He went to his home in Venda. I said I will come back on Sunday when I go back to Dovek. But it was not a train smash. And then I registered my business, and then it was formal. And then I started also collaborating. Your Limpopo Tourism Agency, your municipality, your other stakeholders, your economic development, and then they workshopped us. They told us this and that of the business, and then I opened my house I launched my guest house into it became a guest house formally. And then I increased the rooms. I didn't have 3 rooms anymore. I had 7 rooms. No conference facility, and then it was now a fully fledged business, and I am still teaching.
Mama, I love this. I love this because, as a teacher, because what surprises me, and I'm happy that Daddy said, go and do teaching. Many a time, young people think doing teaching is the lowest thing. I, for one, I love teaching. I love teachers. Maybe that's why I married a teacher, because a teacher is a very smart person. You talk of any professional, they went through the hands of a teacher. But far and above that, teachers are so smart, they can just turn to any direction and make it. Because while you're teaching, bana bachikoba arusa, ukuma leswaku bana labawani, bana the personalities ta ku hambana, the character ta ku hambana, kambe u kota ku va khoma u va hlanganisa tani class, u kota ku va dyondzisa va pasa va ya amahlweni, u interacta na vatswari, u interacta na vadyondzisi kuloni. So you live in the crowd, you manage the crowd, and the very same crowd yi nga tlhela yi va clientele ya wena. So I love teaching for that reason. And again, entrepreneurship to teachers, Mantibeka of Tibeka Game Lodge, she was a teacher. And
she was a teacher.
She has been hustling as a teacher until she had her own mall as a teacher.
Exactly.
And here she is today. Pastor Joylene, Pastor Joylene, she is a teacher also. And as a teacher, when you talk of selling, man, this woman has been selling. Sometimes I make a joke that, hey, whatever it's about,
exactly.
But that's one thing. But you said something very powerful, Mama. Always saying, while teaching. And this, I think today, in the US, this is normal. People will do 3, 4 jobs at the very same time. But South Africa and the Kamushu pays. We don't believe in multiple streams of income. And when this source of income, then we are done, we are finished. So vanhu lava va tirhaka, ti-professionals, vanhu lava va nga secured loko swi ta ka mintirho, loko hi vulavula hi timhaka ta miehleketo ya ku kota ku xavisa, entrepreneurial mentality, because I believe everybody, even those people lava nge hina mina a ni munhu wo xavisa, kambe va xavisa because how you dress. So mi ambale a nice chain ya n'wehe ya vuhlalu, it's so beautiful. Somebody might ask, mi swi kuma kwihi? And then you tell her, hey, you just sold. You just sold. So the things we dress, the cars we drive, every other thing about us, we are marketing, we are selling something, consciously or unconsciously. But mingaku yini ekaba mani ngopfu namuntlha hi n'hweti leyiwani ya vaxisati loko hi vulavula hi timhaka ta multiple streams of income. ku yimayima ku ringeta ku khoma laya na laya hambiloko munhu a ri na ntirho hambiloko munhu a ri na muholo but ku endla swin'wana leswi endlaka ku ri swi augmenta muholo wolowo leswaku the end of the day vutomi byi kota ku ya mahlweni. What can you advise us, because that's exactly what you did. You opened a curtain shop while you were teaching. You started your guest house even though njinga yabo yobuya wana uri ndo yote ndo yote is occupied. You know, it's so lovely. So what can you say? How can you advise women when it comes to multiple streams of income? Because marubi amutu mane a dynamic lunomutu angaita zwithu zwingi nga tshifhinga tshithihi ri sokotozi manya ka ku khona nyana ndari nne ndi kona hezwi nne ndi mudededzi nne ndi mini and not open up for all these other things. What can you say to these wonderful women that are following us tonight?
All I can say is that in my circle of business, there's no one who cannot sell. And you cannot depend only on your salary. I've seen it before. You cannot depend on your salary. Make sure you do something. And Mina, I will say selling is one way of augmenting your salary. And if you have a dream, maybe you can cook, for example, sell food. If you can bake, for example, sell cookies. Mina, as a teacher, I was also selling cakes because I would wake up at 4 o'clock, bake cakes, and then sell to my colleagues and my friends, and they will sell. So no, but if you have that mentality, you are not going to sell anything. Even when I started the guest house, some people were saying, who will come and sleep in a guest house? People sleep. No, it is not true. There are people who just want to sleep in a guest house, especially people from outside, your international tourists. They don't want to
guest house. No, they are tired of hotels.
They are tired of hotels. They want to experience the typical way of living of people of that area. That is why even today, township and village tourism is going. I mean, it's the in thing today in tourism. Because the tourists want to come there. They want to go and engage Musanda. On those rural attractions. What is actually happening here? Then when they go back, they will say, yeah, we are from a holiday. So I will say, if you have a dream, pursue your dream and do something. I will now read the article. I also don't like people who are not working at all, I depend on my husband. My husband also is bringing, income. Their money every month. No, that is not fun. Wake up, stand up, go and buy clothes and sell them. And do cookies and sell them. If you can't, go and learn, go to school and learn how to do flowers, how to cook, how to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in that way, even though the vacancy problems you will be having something.
You're occupied.
Yeah.
Mama, to comfortable Sibara, ne? Or bachi buya wana ndo dara ngabatu. Nane lingwe duba ndo tatwa ne pa yani. Una conference ndo yo chenchiwa I guest house. And I'm sorry, yani bono unezula guy.
And you will thank me later. Yeah, maybe you will thank me later.
That's it. You'll thank me later. And the bachambanga, if do something. If you don't know, Pastor Joelyn loves flowers. It's so much. Too much bad. Demand you. And then they just wait and expect. Exactly.
Yeah.
But her love for flowers led her to saying, let me go and learn how to arrange flowers. And she went and arranged and was trained how to arrange flowers. Guess what? Today is a business. Today is a business. So honestly, money I my main. So I was hambi ku baka magwinya vanhu va hanya ku baka magwinya, hambi ku baka tihlampfi va hanya vanhu tanihi vamanani. A hi endleni swin'wana, a hi yima yimeni ene a hi veli leswaku dedi u dompa dedi wa xo dedi va nga vuwa va chiyo u na COVID zwino ene na chimwe cha ite va swi vona dedi ke zwi lavo ṱuwa, and the next thing li a kovela muthu a kha tichiyo. Yes. Okay, a va ntendeli ndi firi hapa loko hi vuya hi ta ya langutisa swinenenene eka Hayani guest house na Hayani manor. Honestly, I am so inspired and I'm so encouraged, and I will forever support my wife ka miloro yawe ine chimwe chifhinga inoko ri thathisa na hapa Hayani, mara support ngauri ndi zwa vhuṱhogwa muthu a kone u ita zwe a zwi funa, a diversify u fana na zwino maybe as we come back she says aka timhaka ta vuendi tourism na timhaka ta COVID-19 impact and all that, ku ri xana hi survive njhani, where I think diversifying becomes key, but ni pfumeleni sweswo hi hundza hi la.
Okay.
My name is Grace Sibara. I've been a friend to Mrs. Sibara for about 17 years. A bunch of good business. Sibara is a strong woman, not afraid of storms, but learning how to sail in her ship. Grace is a definition of starting as a teacher to build her business to what it is today. This is someone who's not scared of change and taking risks. Keep the good work that we are doing. We are proud of you. Halala Mbokoto, halala.
Hi, I'm Matozi Manyachi, a friend to Mrs. Grace Sibara. We were both born in 1963. Our friendship started in 1969 at the Shiawari Lutheran Church, where we attended Sunday school together. Grace is so because my annoying habits and insecurities. It's not a my friend. The uniqueness of this friendship is that we have never been no, this really amazes me. She's wonderful and has this unfailing life. Very genuine. Grace is I love this woman. Very generous, hardworking, the strongest woman I've ever met. She has inspired me to be the person that I am today. I cherish this friendship so much. Her positivity is so infectious. The word impossible does not exist in her vocabulary. I always pray that God keeps her for me. She is outspoken, addresses issues there and then without holding grudges. I don't know where would I be without her. I cherish this friendship and want to say she is the best, so incredible. I'm very lucky to have her as a friend. Thank you.
I don't know where to start because I'm feeling overwhelmed with gladness. When I came to Bilpan in 2004, Grace welcomed me with open arms, and since then, it has been nothing but wonderful to me and my family. When my husband passed on, she was there for me in ways that I cannot explain. From day one till today, she has been very supportive and continues being supportive. I appreciate her presence in my life, her kindness and love. Grace is an extraordinary woman, wife, mother, sister, grandmother, and friend. She deserves all the joy and blessings that come her way. I thank God to have met such a blessing and beautiful soul. I pray God always blesses her, keep her, make his face shine upon her, and be gracious to her. I love you, my friend, from Shunsani, Rarushai.
Riperile vito ra mina hi mina Rulani Baloyi, ndzi mutirhi wa le ka masipala wa Polokwane ni le ka tourism department. Na khensa namuntlha pastor strike loko mi ni kombele ku nyikanyana marito mo karhi hi guest ya n'wina mani Grace Sibara. Mama Grace hi tirha na vona swinene aka tourism.
ni rhandza mbilu ya vona hikuva a va ri loko va kha va tirha va tirhela xikhwama xa vona ntsena. Hina hi ri masipala wa Polokwane, Mama Grace i deputy chairperson ya association, a va hakeriwi vanhu valava, mara Mama Grace va tirha ingaku va hakeriwi. Ntirho wa association i ku make sure ku va vulavula na hina as masipala, na hina hi kota ku tiva leswi vona as business va swi lavaka ku ri hi kota ku yisa ntirho wa tourism emahlweni. Tanihiloko mi swi tiva Pastor Strike ku ri mfumo wu nge tirhi wu sukela ti-member ta community or the private sector. Mfumo wu create a conducive environment for private sector to prosper, but hi lava vanhu va le ka private sector lava va nga ta va ta tirha na mfumo, hi ku hi nge tirhi na everyone hi nga ri na structure lexi nga well coordinated. So vanhu vo fana na Mani Grace i vanhu lava tirhaka swilo swo fana na sweswo. She is so helpful. Mani Grace loko se hi ri ku tirheni swi rivala na ku hi vo director ya Hayani Guest House. That's the heart that she has. We appreciate her so much. Na ku kota ku twisa ku tourism, it's about the destination. Hi nge vulavuli hi Polokwane, hi vulavula hi Hayani Guest House, hi sukela another guest house next door. Ku kula ka tourism in an area swi vula ti-establishment leti hinkwato ti fanele ti va na standard xa le henhla. Hi ku tourism, it's about the destination. Loko munhu o ta a Polokwane a ta ka guest house ya Rulani, a fika nga khomiwi kahle, loko a tlhela a nga ri a ni khomiwangi kahle ka guest house ya Rulani, i ri a Polokwane a ku kahle. I ku twisisa ka vo Mani Grace, that's why va tirha so much. Ha va appreciate and na khensa namuntlha ha khensa loko mi kote ku vitana Mani Grace mi ta va tlangela, na loko ha tlangela Women's Month ha khensa swinene hikuva you know where a woman touches, things never remain the same. Wa swi vona na kwale ka tourism lomu ku nga na vavasati wa swi vona ku ku khomiwile, ku le ku tirhiweni. Ha khensa Mani Grace, ha yi vona mintirho ya n'wina, ha khensa swinene. Ni na ntshembo leswaku un'wana na un'wanyani in Polokwane, in the whole province of Limpopo va mi appreciate leswi mi nga ku swi endleni hi tourism. Hi ku tourism hi yona the next mine ya South Africa. Loko vanhu va ta a South Africa va tela ku ta va ta hlangana na vanhu lava nga ka tourism, vanhu vo fana na vo Mani Grace. Mara in the process there are other people who get jobs. Kusukela kwale airport loko ku ri ku munhu wa ku ta huma hi le handle ku ya fikela ka munhu loyi a xavisaka matamatisi lama ma nga ta va tafuleni loko ku prepare breakfast. So mi kota ku swi vona nkoka wa tourism in the country as a whole, and ku va hi ri na ti-anchor to fana na vo Mani Grace i nkateko swinene. Ni khensile.
Moses Ngoveni, the acting CEO of Limpopo Tourism Agency. Today, I want to salute Sis Grace Sibara, as she is known in the industry. We have seen her growing from nothing to become a profound SMME of note, who today is also leading a very strong transformational structure, Women in Tourism in Limpopo, but also making a contribution nationally. We have seen her growing from nothing, and today she owns 2 thriving lodges within this male-dominated industry, tourism. And as Limpopo Tourism Agency, we salute her for the immense contribution she makes in our industry. We wish her well as she continues to inspire other women that it is indeed possible for a woman to rise within the tourism industry and become an SMME of note and also a leader. We salute you, Sis Grace, and we hope you can continue to inspire other women. Thank you.
Vision FM in Nongonoko, streams of life on Vision FM with Pastor Strike. This is Vision FM, the voice of hope and the source of knowledge. It's Amikate na Mani Grace Sibara ematandela mutlabanga mutsama xitulu wa yona Limpopo Women in Tourism. Hi hundaila.
Vision FM, hi mi tivisa leswaku Songa hi ta mi tlangela vunanga bya gospel. Gospel music is our vision FM.
Hi famisa sweswo mingiseri wa kahle wa Vision FM hi karhi ku ri streams of life kasi n'hweti i n'hweti ya vaxisati hi tlangela vaxisati va tiko reru hi tlangela timbokodo ba Mani Grace Sibara madyambu namuntlha. Mama Grace, loko mi twa vanhu lava hinkwavo va vulavula vanghana va n'wina vatirhikuloni va n'wina hambi ku ri vona lava fambisaka swa tourism aka province hambi eka Polokwane municipality, xana mi nga ku yini emadyambyini namuntlha hi hinkwaswo leswi va swi vulaka xana?
Yo, thank you, Bafunzi. Yo, I really don't have words, and I feel so emotional now. And to my friends, my friends are my support system, and they're the ones who made me what I am today. I've got good friends. They support me. When they have guests, they bring them to me. Whether they are around here or they are in Joburg, they are always supportive. And thank you, friends. I love you so much. And to Polokwane municipality, SS Rulani, Polokwane municipality is our partner at Hayani Guest House. We cannot do without the municipality because they are the ones who mentored us. They are the ones who, they give us trainings and workshops at all the time. They tell us what to do. They tell us to comply. And Rulani is also heading that tourism department at the municipality, and her team. I would love to say thank you so much, and we will keep on working with you so that we can grow and sustain our businesses. And to LTA also, the new CEO, I don't even know what to say because, I was mentored firstly by LTA. When I started as a guest house, I was mentored by Limpopo Tourism Agency. And it's so funny because all these people who just talked now, I was talking to them today, some yesterday, bo CEO, bo Ses Rolani. And it shows that I cannot do without them. When I need in my business, I will always run to LTA, run to Polokwane municipality, and they are so supportive. And CEO, I feel like they're telling you what we need as women now to say, we've got so many challenges, and please help us. But this is not the right platform. But I'm saying, yes, we are with you, and I know you are with us. I'm not only talking about myself as Hayani Guest House. I'm talking about all women in the industry, and I know that you will be able to help us solve our challenges. And to my colleagues also, the ones who I heard you saying they posted something on Facebook there. They're my colleagues, Furu, Lerato, Mpata, Pearl, Sibara, Oz Joyce. Those are also my colleagues. I cannot work in silos. I need to network with them. I need to share my challenges with them, and we work together we solve our challenges together, because working in a corner doesn't help at all. So we need each other, and in the industry, we really need each other so that we can grow.
You know, just on that, Mama Grace, just on that, sometimes what makes us weak is to magnify competition than complementing. When now I try Zumba manitama konene mina kinalis godisaka, you know, and the next thing ki kwela na kwas godin kauri agena lis godisaka agitibitedi direhang other people. So I think that's a very important thing also, to collaborate, to also work together, you know, and appreciate that we are running establishments. If I'm fully booked, I can refer other people to other establishments of my colleagues. So that also is very, very much important. And on that note, Mama Grace, we, especially your industry, the tourism industry, has been hard hit by COVID-19 pandemic when it comes to lockdown regulations and things like that. How has the industry been keeping itself afloat amidst lockdown, where, you know, people are locked, they cannot travel, they cannot, you know, they are just at home? How did you survive as an industry, or how are you surviving as an industry? I think the CEO will not have a problem in you crying out loud, even here. You know, as the chairperson of Limwit, I think you are better positioned to talk of the plight of the industry in a time and in a season like this. And we're praying, of course, that things will go back to normal, and that we'll be able to you know, revive our businesses and be able to move on. But under the circumstances, how are you faring?
Yeah. Yo, Bafunzi, it has been hard, you know. COVID-19 left a negative impact on the tourism businesses. If you remember very well, tourism was the first to close down, and it's going to be the last to be fully opened. And during level the level 5, is it level 5 and 4, where we were not doing anything at all. Actually, from last year March, we were not doing anything at all. And with some of us who are mostly into events and weddings and conferences, it has been so hard. And during this period, I for one, I always tell my colleagues that, you know what, we shouldn't despair. We should just be positive. We talk, you know, as a chairperson of Limpopo Tourism Association. We normally talk. We will talk, like I will call Bosses Tibeka, I will call Bosses Lorraine, I will call Bosses Nyeleti or Ospet to say, you know, what is happening on your side, and we would advise each other. And fortunately, as an association, we've got our partners, your municipalities, your National Department of Tourism, your LIDET. They are always pumping us with information. This is what we are supposed to do. They are, even now, they are also workshopping us to say, you know, during this period, you need to market your business, you know, virtually or digitally, so that, you know, when tourism opens, everything is in place for you. And at the same time, we also need to be innovative. We shouldn't just sit back and relax and say, everything is going to be fine. Tourism will be opened, you know, next month or next year. We need to be innovative. And what we are doing now is to market tourism domestically. That's what we are saying to even our members now, because most of the tourism businesses, they have closed down, and not because they wanted to close down, because there was no business, no income and everything. But thanks to all those stakeholders that I'm talking about, because they are always giving on a day-to-day basis, they are giving us information. This is what we are supposed to do. They are trying. Yes, they are not going to do everything, but they are trying to let us revive our businesses. And we are so positive. That's another thing that I was talking about, to say you cannot work in silos. You need to collaborate with other businesses. You need to network. You need to share challenges. Women are experiencing a lot of challenges. CEO, or I can talk. About our challenges. I'm talking to the CEO now, as Limpopo Women in Tourism chairperson, to say, CEO, we are experiencing a lot of challenges. Not even during lockdown only. Even before lockdown, we were experiencing challenges. Our women don't comply, and not that they don't want to comply, but some don't have resources to do that. Our women in tourism, they don't have the market to sell their businesses. Our women in tourism, they don't have money, funding to start to grow, to sustain their businesses. Our women in tourism, they don't have skills. They need capacity building workshops to capacitate them so that they can go on working. And we are saying, CEO and also Polokwane municipalities as Rulani, just come on board. Yes, you are on board. Just come, Lidet, come on board. Stakeholders, private stakeholders, come on board. We are here. We will receive everything that you give us, and with that we can work together. With that, women can be empowered, because most Bafunzi in the tourism industry, 70% of the workforce in Dibasads, they are women. And you can imagine now during COVID-19, or if most of the businesses are women, how many businesses went under? And it means now something needs to be done so that the tourism can be revived. Tourism can start again. So here we are saying we can do it. We're not going to throw in the towel, but we are also innovative. Now I'm even selling Archer. Archer that I told about, 10 years ago. I went back, started selling my Archer. I'm doing catering, catering at funerals. It's a pity there are no events, but funerals are doing it now. And, we are decorating at funerals. And we are getting smaller money. It's not like before. But at least, we are surviving. We don't want to go under, but at least we are surviving. We are just hopeful and positive that things will go right, and we're not going to throw in the towel now.
Mama, that's powerful, and that's very important. There are times that we never planned for. Business owner, the risks and things like that. But this one, honestly, is something that we never anticipated. Something that just hit us as the globe, and it's important to keep afloat. And of course, because one of the things that becomes very harsh is when we give up. Giving up just messes up everything. But when you have that hope, you still think soberly, and you still see opportunities. Like they say, it's when it's dark enough where you can see the stars. So in the midst of the darkness, you still can see stars when you choose to, scale through and zoom in, even in the toughest of the time. Mama Grace, you have won a lot of awards, and we are going to come to that. But allow me to celebrate you tonight, in tourism, by going right aka limwid and say halala bamani, halala bamani in tourism, halala, and we're celebrating you this way.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Lorraine Chitate. I'm the owner of Sanami Lodge in Polokwane. I'm the executive secretary of Limpopo Women in Tourism.
I know Sis Grace from a long time back. She's a serious business person. She's the owner of Hayani Lodge in Polokwane and Hayani Manor in Fenda. This woman is passionate about tourism. She's passionate about women empowerment. She's passionate about women acquiring skills for running their business people. It's been a pleasure working with Sis Grace. First time that I've met her. She's active on so many platforms. She's the executive chairperson of the Limpopo, a position that she's held for the past 3 years, and she has done so impeccably, very well. We are so proud of you, Sis Grace. We are so proud of the person that you are. We are so proud of your achievements. We are so proud of you encouraging all the women in tourism to do their best. Even in these difficult COVID times, we are always there for every person that reaches out to you, encouraging them, trying to tell them to keep up and keep on and not give up. Yeah, we're proud of you, Sis Grace. Thank you.
Riperile vayingiseri, mina hi mina tiveka Stella Mathumbu, n'wini wa tiveka Game Lodge, loyi yi nga Limpopo. Ni tivile Sis Grace for the past 10 years, loko ni nghena ka tourism. Sis Grace i n'wansati loyi a nga na mbilu yo leha. Wa empowera van'wani, wa hlohlotela vavasati van'wani ku endla leswinene. She is a born leader. She believes in empowering other women. I mean, I'm the treasurer of Limpopo Women in Tourism, where she's a chairperson. I can wake her up anytime ni lava ku pfuniwa kumbe ni lava ku ri conclude swin'wana. She will wake up and help you. Sis Grace, when it comes to technology, the Facebook, whatever we do, she will be posting. So we know loko wendla swilo na Sis Grace, all women will be knowing that. Sis Grace, mina ni lava ku vula leswaku n'wina ku ri hi mi rhandza ngopfu. We believe in your leadership. Leadership ya n'wina is worth it copying. Me empower a lot of women, young women. And ni ri yana ni mahlweni, mi endla leswinene, mi hi pfuna, mi kurisana vana lavatsongo. Xikwembu lexi nga matilweni, xi ta mi award one day. Xi ta mi nyika ntsako wa leswi mi nga ku swi endleni. Ha mi khensa Sis Grace. Hi ri hala lavasati, we salute you, we celebrate you. Thank you.
Riperile vayingiseri, ni Nyeleti Mushwana, mfambisi wa Kari Village Resort kwala Tzaneen. Ni rhandza ku vula switsongo hi Sis Grace. Sis Grace, as I affectionately call her, i manana wa mugingiriko. Loko u sungula ku vona Sis Grace, va humela va ri munhu loyi va chavisaka. Kambe loko se u va tshinelela u kuma ku munhu wa rirhandzu, munhu wa ku tala ntsako, munhu wa ku va na vurhangeri lebyikulu. When she entered the industry, she came with a bang and disrupted the industry. Again, when the department came with the initiative of women in tourism, she immediately took up the leadership position of the association and became our chairperson, which meant she had to juggle running her business and launching the association, of course, with the help of a women in tourism team, where now the association is a formidable business force in the pond. Kunandrika ka ku tirha na Sis Grace lokukulu I ku a va kandziyeli vatirhikulobye. Hi twa ku nandzika hi vurhangeri bya vona. I vamanana vo fana na vona va Charlotte Maxeke hi kunene lava swi kotaka ku rhangela swilo swi saseka. Sis Grace ri yana ni mahlweni mi hi rhangela, yana ni mahlweni mi va ri voni eka vamanana va Limpopo. Mi va ri voni eka vamanana hinkwavo va South Africa. I'll say she is the doyen of our industry. Halala Sis Grace, halala. You go, girl.
Good evening. I am Hazel Motsweni from Sikukuni District, Elias Motsoledi, Director of Esibayeni Guest House. I met Sis Grace when I joined Limwood when she was elected as a chairperson. She embodies characteristics and qualities of a good leader. She has integrity, empathy, and influence. She is selfless, always willing to help and better women in tourism.
Greetings to everyone, people of Mzansi. I am Tula Msindo Rapotu, commonly known as Rahadi Tulas. I want to take this opportunity to talk about a woman amongst women, a phenomenal woman, an authentic woman, a fearless woman who speaks nothing but the truth, and not just the truth, but the onion skin peeled truth. A woman who is able to speak truth and only speak true truth to power and anybody. I'm talking about a caterpillar who, in the absence of meat, eat grass. I'm talking about a ganda. That woman is Grace Sibara, a unique and selfless businesswoman, sister and comrade, a woman clothed with strength and dignity. If we could read Proverbs 31, verse 25, a woman like Ruth who put the needs of others before hers. Grace clothed herself with the beauty that comes from within, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is so precious to God. This is how the holy women of old made themselves beautiful. Grace, you are a beautiful, powerful, solution-oriented, and you are a godsend to our community. I thank you. I love you. Keep it up, sister. Keep it up, Taka. Thanks.
Mani Grace, ndi muthu ane vha na lufuno nga maanḓa. We're passionate about women empowerment, women in business, and ndi muthu ane avha a khou nyaga u vhona muṅwe na muṅwe o takala. She doesn't compete with anyone. She just compliments you. And ndi muthu ane vha ni ṱuṱuwedza kha zwine na khou ita zwone. Vha na a very big heart for all of us as Limpopo women in tourism, Limpopo women in business. Na kha zwiṅwe zwiimiswa zwine vha vha khazwo. Ndi muthu ane vha very active also on Facebook. Regardless of how busy she is, mara she will always be posting, and abadzumbi mafhungo, abadzumbi information actually. Ya uri upfe huna zwithu zwine zwa nga ni thusa gai, anything to do with empowering each other. Ndi muthu ane vha ḓo ni sharela zwone. Nṋe kha nṋe, she's just I call it money because of the love that she has towards me, and I know i khou fana na kha vhathu vhoṱhe. Ri a kona u amba even on social level, ri a ḓi kona u vhona uri hezwiḽani a zwi khou itisa zwone, ra founelana vha ri lole. Ndi muthu ane a nyaga u vhona muṅwe muthu o vhaisala, ende u amba ngoho, na I'm really proud no livhuwa vhafunzi vha strike for really appreciating this amazing woman of noble character. Arali no khou ambiwa nga mufumakadzi ane Proverbs 31 ndi Bo Grace Sibara. The money, like she does whatever, na kha business dzavho, avha nga business yono aluwa, vha ri tsho ita zwiṅwe zwithu, you'll find there were under apron, vha tshi khou bika, vha tshi khou shuma, and zwi yang inspire sa muthu muṱuku uri, you know what, I need to really push up more. So I'm really privileged and honored to be surrounded with this amazing woman in our society, in the business world, in the township business. So ndi khou ri mudzimu mani kha vhathu tonde, and yeah, na musuvo waniwa. And thank you so much, and we really appreciate the good work that you're doing on behalf of Limpopo Women in Tourism, Limpopo Women in Business, and on behalf of all the women in this Women Month. We really appreciate you and we love you so much. May God bless you. Hayani Guest House, Kaiwele, Kaiwena, the franchise, Itobana franchise all over the country, all over the world. There's God above the sky.
Sesake mingserwa Vision FM inanganoko streams of life timinetse kulo sala ntlhanu ntsena hiya le ka awara ya khume. Kevlon Mabunda utaba ibekulunga na nongonoko to hisa kasi sweswi mina phasi strike ni le kusongasongeni sungena Mani Grace Sibara kasi isongasonga sa xileswi wena mingserwa kahle wa Vision FM hi ku langutisa swimbirhi swinharhu ni vona Mbulu Matombo va ku ahe mudulu wa Matombo avenda ahe halala makhazi babana halala. You make us proud. Hallelujah. And then Denga Makado, we have made many beautiful memories at Hayani Guest Lodge over the years. Thank you, Kazi Grace. And these are our friends on Facebook. You can see all your comments, friends on Facebook. Mani Grace, Mama Grace, kari songa tintambu, kari lava ku gimeta. Minga share la songo hi some of your achievements aka industry lewania tourism, some of the honor, the awards that you won, and then mitela me nyika marito lama mi ngo lava ku hi nyika wona madyambe namuntlha loko hi nga si mi tshunxa ku vula ka sis Lauren a ku vo waniwa or vo wanala hayi mpela namuntlha
namsindo wanala loli ukodwa ngoho na comrade Tulas hayi bongwana namusi. And to my colleagues, you know, when I look for mentorship, when I look for role models, I don't go far. Before I go out of this province, I look around here. Who are my role models? And Sesi Tibeka is my role model. Sesi Nyelet is my role. Sesi Hazel, Sesi Lorraine, you know, they are all my role models. Bo Pastor Joylin, I want to be like them when I grow up. And you know, before I go to Bo Wendy Luhabe and go Judy Lamini, who are also my role models, but out of Limpopo. And Pastor, yes, as I was busy with my business, you know, there are a few accolades that, you know, that I received, and there are many, but the major ones, you know, in the industry. I was the finalist when I started then. I was the finalist, tier finalist, although I was not a winner, but I was a runner-up during 2005 and 2006. And it was good because that gave me, you know, my wings were spread, and I ended up, you know, knowing the 1, 2, 3 of the business. And I also won the F&B Enablers Awards in the tourism industry. I was the winner in the Africa Growth SMME Awards. I was a winner in the tourism industry. I was a finalist for the Limpopo Business Women Forum about 2 years ago, 2019. And 2019, I was also the winner for Limpopo Zela Tourism Awards for establishments which are situated in the villages for my Hayani Mena establishment. And yeah, those are the major ones. And, you know, as you win these awards, they don't just leave you alone. It's not all about money. It's all about being mentored, being, you know, shown the way, and, you know, yeah, it's good. And where there's money, it becomes more good, because that's one way of generating and growing, you know, your business. And to all the other women out there, I would say, especially those who are starting their businesses, I would say, if you have a dream, make sure you pursue your dream and don't lose hope. Keep on knocking, because alone you cannot do it. You knock, you knock, you knock. If they don't open for you, keep on knocking. You have never, you ever seen in your own home when somebody's knocking and you ignore that person? That person knocks again, you ignore. You will end up, you know, standing up and go and open that door. Keep on knocking, that door will be opened, and then, you know, pursue your dreams, collaborate with other people, join associations. You know, also as I am the chairperson, I'm not only the chairperson of Limpopo Women in Tourism, I'm the chairperson of a Limpopo Business Women Forum. I'm the deputy chairperson of Limpopo Provincial Tourism Association. I'm the deputy chairperson of Polokwane Tourism Association. I also sit on PEGAC, on the Premier Advisory Council of Limpopo, you know, because I collaborate, you know, I work with people, you know, I cannot work alone. So if you collaborate, if you join associations, that's where you are going to learn, that's where you are going to share your challenges, and then you will grow, you will start, you will grow, you will sustain your business. Yeah.
Sure, isweso ke mingzero Vision FM nokutintambo ka Kevlon Matebola Adonai Street. Nikese snene nifumele swa ku vayingiseri va Vision FM mi tiphinile madyambe namuntlha mi dyondze swo tala hi Mani Grace Sibara. Mama Grace, honestly, madekwana namusi vo ri fuwisa chote rola ro fura mara a thi nyagi u vha litsha vha ṱuwa ndi sathu u vha vhudza uri a vha bvise zwi ri khanani nga Tshivenḓa. Whatever you'd love to share with us before we release you tonight, please just share with us. And I must be honest, hechi chipinga cha 2 hours kanji ndichi ramba bayeni vanga vangu vari 2 hours ri chikwamba mini 2 hours yote. But you know, when we start cutting into pieces the 2 hours, it becomes very short. Mara wamba ngoro guda mara zwihulwane ndi u vha pembelela, zwihulwane ndi u amba zwa uri ri a livhuwa, zwihulwane ndi uri a zwi vhona, ri khou i vhona contribution yavo. We see your contribution, we appreciate it. You know, the culture of Africans is to wait until one is no more in a memorial service. We start telling of how the person has impacted of our lives. But it is through a platform like this where we want to give you your flowers while you still can smell them, and also to let you know that while you're going about your dreams, your vision, we also in the process are benefiting. You're interacting with us, you're sharing your life journey. You don't know whom you have touched, but I can tell you, you've just inspired, you've just lifted somebody up. But the main objective in this Women's Month, we wanted to say, Mama Grace Sibara, urialibuwa, bawandema, bawabutogwa, contribution yabo ikweshandukisa machilo abatu. Women in tourism are benefiting from your leadership. And guess what? When a woman benefits, when a woman runs a business, many other people benefit from it all. You know, families benefit, and families are able to thrive, because that's what something empower lushaka. Ari thusi mara hey rine ri aita ri chiva selfish badi wana ndo renga banda la 20,000 na teki inwe ya 50,000 mara bomme before va chirenga va ku ri vana badugulu, you know. Every time I will go somewhere with my wife and I would maybe say let's get into this restaurant and get something to eat. Two pairs.
When I take away from Anna, true, typical of a woman.
I'm telling you, so that's a mother for you. You always want to take care of those around you. And tonight, we just wanted you to know that from your biological family, both maternal and even Kaka family Aboya Sibara, and also from your friends, circle of friends, colleagues, you know, and even the church itself, because you are a strong believer in Christ. We just want you to know that we're looking up to you. We're appreciating your contribution. We appreciate your teachings. We appreciate the person that you are. Rikoliwa ngamanda, but rikombela bari pezwa kanani zwino zeba banazo zeba kunokonya kuzirelease ari nyaguru batwe nazo bari hey ndiba ndofanela ndo amba ezi kabatori pazo.
Yeah, no, thank you, Bafunzi. I appreciate this session so much. And I didn't know it's going to be 2 hours. I thought it was going to be an hour, and almost 2 hours. And I feel like I can talk and talk again. You know, it keep on. And unfortunately, you know, it's time to stop the session now. And to my colleagues and my friends and my family, I also appreciate everything that you said about me. I'm still your girl. I'm still your girl. Whatever you need, I'm here for you. And also to I mentor a lot of young ones, in the industry and also outside. Those the ones in the industry, they know themselves. Some of them, they are here. I say to you, here I am. Make use of me. Come to me. People call me to say, hey, Mama Grace, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Please, where can I get this and that and that? I am still your person, colleagues and family, and I will keep on mentoring you. Whatever you want, come to me, and I will really, really assist. And you empower a nation, as you say, a woman, as you say, Bafunzi, you are empowering a nation. That's what I believe in. Because if I mentor one child, one young businesswoman, it means I am mentoring the whole nation. And it's just good like that. And during this Women Month, as we are coming to the end of the month, I will say to all women out there, let us pursue our dreams. Let us keep on, working together. Let us keep on helping those who can help, who cannot help themselves. Fortunately, most of my friends are those who can help, I'm not going to mention them again. Those people give. They give, without even asking. Let's keep on doing that, colleagues. That's the way to go. Let's keep on assisting those who cannot assist themselves. The fact that I'm here today, that you are talking about me, I know that if we call them here, we are going to say the same, about them. Birds of the same
Feathers, they flock together.
feathers flock together. Yeah. So those are my friends, yeah. And thank you very much to everybody who joined in. Thank you very much, Pastor Strike. And this was a free marketing for me. And I just hope that from tonight or from tomorrow, calls will be, coming. Say we are booking for 1, 2, 3, 4. And I thank you.
So true, Mama, because at the very same time as we celebrate you, because you have given us content, you have given us a story, you have given us a program. So in the process, it is really our pleasure. On a lighter note, Mama, I know you'll not have a problem sharing this because it's something that we are faced with. You are also a survivor of COVID-19 pandemic by the grace of God. If we could share a little bit, because one other thing that you said, look, let us dream, let us move on. It's in the midst of all this, but at the very same time, and then current and the mudzimu or and karivele panda. Let us not wait and dream and think death and think, also I think the mindset right nango richitangana na haya madumbu nango rich confirm or positive a positive as the Bible says, a merry heart does better than medicine. A merry heart, a positive mind can be just so important in helping us pull through. But through your experience, Mama, being a survivor, what would you love to advise us in a platform like this? Because this is no secret. We are faced with this pandemic, and we have lost family members, friends, and everybody else. And may God comfort us, and may their souls rest in peace. But at the very same time, we have had family members that survived, including yourself. So what would you love to share with us even before we release you tonight?
Thank you, Bafunzi. Yes, we are survivors of COVID-19 pandemic. Me and my husband, January, we were hit by COVID, and I was in hospital for 7 days. I was in oxygen, And fortunately, my husband was at home. His was, he was light. He just had symptoms. He could work. I mean, he could be at home. And then, as I was thinking back, I wouldn't tell where we got the COVID from, And as I was thinking alone, I said to myself, God gave us the second chance, because he was saying to us, okay, I still love you. I'm still with you. Wake up now after you are healed. Wake up and also change your lives. And that's what I thought, and that's what happened. And as I said, that you cannot say you got this here. And it means now, as we are surviving with this pandemic, it is here to stay. I think even when we are vaccinated, COVID is here to stay. We will work each day. And what we are supposed to do is to follow protocols. Now I was assisted by a lot of people. You guys prayed for me. My son was taking care of me, and I was using skills, and that also helped me. And I would say, let's keep on taking care of ourselves. We all know what we are supposed to do. Besides washing our hands regularly, keeping distance, and wearing masks. Let us just keep on taking care of our health, so that at the end of the day we can sustain our life.
Mama, thank you so very much, and we thank God for your life. And I was just joking with others. I said, guys, let's live our lives in such a way that if God would say, why should I keep you? Why should I still give you life? You will not say, but you will be able to say, I will touch that life. I will continue. In fact, I'll continue doing what I've been doing. I'll touch lives. I'll lift somebody up. I will encourage somebody. I'll feed somebody. Like you said, these women in tourism are women that are givers. A story is told in the Bible of, who is this lady? Is it Dorcas who died? And when she died, then instead of them taking her to the mortuary, they took her to an upper room. They went for Peter and said, no, this woman cannot just die like that. They brought clothes, they brought everything. They cried and said, not this woman,
Not this one,
and he prayed Abvua. Ndikotenda uri mishumo yashu ido akairi ambele mbilu zashu kadziri ambele ngauri rikotacha machiro avatu rikokwama machiro avatu and mudzimu kavari pfele butungu. You said something very important, that this thing has come to stay. We have to live with it. We have to observe protocols. That's one thing, Mama, which I preach. I encourage people, or let us observe protocols. You said something which is also true, that you don't even know where you contracted it. So while we're observing protocol, we might pick it up. But one important thing is that, please don't die before your death, because anxiety, it locks our system, it messes up our immune. And one, just because or receive a SMS, you are positive, no, there are survivors. We might be one of the survivors. Let's be calm. Let's trust God. Let us pray. Let us support each other, which I think is very, very much important. Mama Grace, thank you so very much for keeping.
Thank you, Bafunzi.
Baba Sibara basongontwa ufanana zula bojando yote ba ita guest house
No, I think it was good that I did that, because nobody was
Thanks, Mama. Have a blessed
Thank
night.
you, Roribuwa.
Roribuwa
Bafunzi.
Myanga. And,
Ah.
our friend on Facebook, thank you so very much. I see Sis Lauren, she's still talking, and Mahlodi Mulema. Good thing is that Mama Grace will be able to go through all this. Nomfundo gift. Thank you so very much, family. We really appreciate you being with us, celebrating this great woman, and also celebrating women of our nation. Hey, watinta bafazi, watiti mbokodo. Watiti mbokodo. So let's make sure that we're respecting, we're honoring, we're loving our mothers, our women, our daughters, and make South Africa a better world. A better place. Thank you so very much, Mama Grace.
Thank you,
Bafunzi.